Hey, my name's John. I hope you're doing well today. And today I want to talk about maintaining friendships, and in particular, how important it is to keep up with your friends, as well as how easy it is for friendships to fade and drift away. For background, sounding a bit like a broken record this year, every year I've written goals to myself that I want to meet. Some are more practical, such as making a video every 3 weeks, and some are more abstract, such as being more social. And part of my goal of becoming more social was to generally be more of a receptive person and easier person to hang out with, whether that would be with my coworkers, strangers, or friends. So the past few months in particular, I've been more proactive in organizing things with my friends, whether that would be meeting up with them to go eat, going on trips together, barbecues, just singing and hanging out with each other. And being the more shy and introverted type, a lot of my friends expressed their gratitudes for setting stuff up. And it really got me thinking about what would have happened if I didn't. Would I still be friends with these people after a few years? And more importantly, what does it take for, a lack of better words, to stay friends? Not become friends. That's a topic for another day. So, after doing some thinking about the experiences I had with my friends over the years, I think something that we can all agree on is that friendships are easy to fade. I'm sure we all have a couple of friends that we knew pretty well at one time, sometime in our lives that has sort of drifted away over time. And honestly, it could be for any number of reasons. Maybe they moved too far away for either work or school and you can't reasonably see them anymore. Maybe there was some kind of drama that happened and it's hard to stay friends after that. Or the more likely case that they simply just drifted away out of either disinterest or discomfort. Whatever the reason is, all friendships require some kind of maintenance. Now, don't get me wrong, everybody is different. What works for one pair might not work for another one. I'm sure a lot of us, me included, wouldn't be too excited at the idea of having to talk to every single one of our friends each and every single day. But what I do mean is that friendships, no matter what, do require people on both sides to put in effort to maintaining them in order for it to work. And as much as I hate to admit it, I've been on both sides of this relationship. From being the one that was disinterested in someone to seeing someone that I wanted to become friends with not really put any effort into staying friends. In particular, I had friends with whom it seemed like they wouldn't put that much effort into being friends at all, often never asking to hang out unless asked, or remembering much of whatever it is we ever talked about. And after hanging out a while, it can give you a pretty sour feeling about staying friends with this person. Was it really that fun to hang out with someone that at most seemed like they didn't care that much about it? And I've also been guilty of doing this myself to people at the point where they would reach out to me and I wouldn't show that much interest at all. It's part of the past. And although it seems like I might sound like an old geezer at this point, just rambling away, I think that friendships can be hard to make, especially as we get older and older. It's really easy to take for granted the opportunities we have growing up. Things like school, club activities, and hell, even just the amount of free time and lack of responsibilities made it maybe not necessarily easier, but at least more accessible for us to make friends. And with what has happened over the last couple of years with the pandemic, work from home, and the general social isolation that people have been experiencing more and more in the recent years, I think it's more true than ever. And even beyond making friends, I argue that letting go of friendships that you value can lead to a feeling of regret later. And more often than not, some of these friends are ones that you maybe known the longest. Yeah, I can probably guess that for a lot of us, we've had friends that drifted away that we knew since elementary or middle school. Believe me when I say there are a few people afterwards that I felt regret about when I should have stayed in touch with them. Some due to moving far away, and others just due to, well, a natural drift. But I still harbor the belief that when people really want to stay friends, they'll make time for each other and do their best to work. Yeah, I know people are busy, and sometimes it can feel like a bit of a mess with organizing something. But especially after having the chance to make some international friends from when I was trying to learn a different language with a 12 to 13-hour time zone difference, I've noticed that when people are interested, they'll find time. And as harsh as I really think about it, if people can't? Were they really that strongly interested in becoming friends in the first place? So I strive to say that it's important to keep your friendships, especially as you age. Because even though it's not impossible to meet people as you get older, you don't get nearly the amount of same opportunity as you do early on. So go out there, appreciate your friends, and make time for them. If anything, I hope you'll reach out to some of your friends that you haven't seen or heard from for quite a while and ask to reconnect with them. Chances are they'll be as happy to hear from you as you are to talk to them. As always, thanks for watching. Until next time.